All right, so here's how the app works, right? A customer comes to the shop and fills in his detail, like we could say his name, Michael, his phone number. You could say plus 18. It just gives us a random number, right? And their email address. Let's say Mike at gmail.com, right? So once he fills his phone number, he will probably take a photo of his key, just to like have an idea of how his key look like. And this also works on mobile. And you say your car name, we could say Toyota Camry, and then you could just like specify the issue of your car, right? Let's say the check engine light is on, and probably let's just say we have another issue, which is the suspensions is faulty, bounce is too much. So then we know it's probably like a shock absorber issue, right? So now when you submit it, right, now you'd have something like this. So this is each customer that submit a form would have a unique tracking ID, which is this ID will be very useful for us and also for them some cases. Now what would happen would be this link is their own is their temporary link, and this is like the main stuff which you mentioned of, right? And the idea behind this is each customer, right, would be um the brand, which is your mechanic store, would be able to take photos of the break parts of random of the issues and send them to this app, to this page, this and the customer would have access to this page. Now this is just an example. At the back end is like way more complex data going on. Each the admin would have to sign it, which would be you or whoever is working on the application, right? But now let me just use a temporary data which I had filled up earlier, right? So I'm just going to come to my back end here, and I'll copy a link which was the first. Yeah, so over here I had already worked over here. I'm just going to copy this link now. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm just going to copy that, and I'll come over here and I'll just paste the link, right? So it doesn't matter if you could log in or not, as long as you have access to this link, then you could view it, right? So now this is Jerry Holiday, and he has a Toyota Camry 2017. So the status is in progress, assigned by me. This was the date submitted and the time he submitted, right? Now this was his issue. He said noise from the front suspension and that. So when you inspected the car, you found all this issue, right? And you could also make a voice note that tells Jerry what you found. You could describe it. Now with this description, you don't really have to type all this, right? So AI could be the one to, from a voice note, AI could like simplify and transcribe everything in a very short text, so the end receiver, which is the customer, can easily understand what is being said. And then you could just like write the replacement cost. Now I'm viewing it from the customer end, not from your end. Your end is more like complex and more data driven, where you could edit things seamlessly, right? And you could add photos. You could add some any amount of photo. Eventually, then you add your cost of labor, and this will be total amount you could pay. Now, depending on what payment plan you use, probably if it's cash, then you pay when it comes to collect his car, or you could transfer that with Stripe or whatever platform it is. And if he isn't fine with whatever is being said, he could call you, and some things could happen from there on, right? Now this is just like an MVP, kind of like I just took from what you said. I just like brainstormed and tried to put up something together. If we could talk further, then I'm sure we could come up with something that you actually would really love. Have a wonderful day.